Yeah, what's up, Toast? You getting yourself all sorted out over there, or what? I had a pretty brutal chest and bicep workout earlier. Day one of a new program. Trying my computer. Trying my computer knucklehead is frustrating. What are you getting caught up on? What's what do you get? What's like the part of the process that you're getting hung up on? So you're gonna have to, assuming first steps, you have the computer. You already have GS Pro. Connect the XPut and the Garmin R10 to the computer via Bluetooth. And then I would assume it would be from there, once they're both connected to the computer at the same time. Yeah, Springbok. It can't unfortunately help you out much there. Then you gotta, I guess, have Springbok recognize the two devices in the connector. Can you get one or the other to work? So like, can you get the R10 to work and like the XPut separately? Is the issue, is it getting them together, or can you not get either one? Cool lights, appreciate it. They're cheap. You can get them on Amazon. waiting for some of the regulars to pop in. I have, I believe, Discord set up to the point where this is just the first time I'm ever testing it. So I kind of want to see if someone wants to pop into the voice chat, but I have it set up to where in the future, I'm thinking mainly like the speed training and also like playing like a full 18 or just hitting balls in the garage to where if you have something kind of like lengthy to say and you don't want to type it all out, or like C-Drum said it multiple times, if he's trying to explain something to me to try to fix my horrendous swing, I set it up to where you can just pop into the voice channel and just basically do like a call-in phone call. Hey, what's up, Boogeyman Bill? Did you see the title? I want to test it out. Basically have calling guests for some of these live streams. Can either stop in, say hi, talk trash about my Crocs, maybe give me some swing tips. If you have any lengthy comments, questions, or concerns that you don't feel like typing, you can jump in there, and it would basically just be like a phone-in, call-in phone call type of thing. Charlie, my handicap, technically it's a 10.0 right now, but I say that because I've only played one time this year outside. I do like 99% of my golfing on the simulator. If anyone wants to call in and test it, you just use your phone like you would for any other phone call. You can either put it on speakerphone or you just hold it up to your ear. Cool idea. I was watching Doctor Who, waiting for part of a washer. Saw you were live. Nice. Yeah, I'm hoping just someone, like I said, this is like, I thought of it yesterday because, like I said, C-Drum has said a couple times, like he was trying to explain some kind of like intricate swing stuff. And I feel like it'd be fun to have people just like stop in throughout the live stream. And like I said, either like say hi, say something funny, talk trash, or like if they like, for example, like with C-Drum, if he was trying to explain something for like a swing tip, it's a lot easier just to say it within like 30 seconds than trying to type out a bunch of different stuff. We'll see. We'll see if we get anyone to pop on. What do you think, Boogeyman Bill? I know you're doing stuff, but I was gonna ask Flying Fat Kid if he comes in here. Do you have any score predictions for Friday? I know I have my prediction, I think, pretty much nailed down, but I'm curious what you guys think, and then I'll say mine after. I don't want whatever I say to affect what you may say for a prediction. I think I have what me and Sean are gonna shoot. I think I have an idea of what you and Struggle Swing are gonna shoot, and I have an idea of who's gonna win. But I'm curious if you have any predictions. Predictions for what? Doing a alternate shot 2v2 match for a live stream on Friday night. I think at like 7:30, 8 p.m. Eastern time. It's gonna be me. I just played with him Sunday a couple days ago. Me and Sean, aka his username is Flying Fat Kid, which is a pretty funny name to say and like type out. But me and Sean versus Boogeyman Bill right here and Struggle Swing Golf doing alternate shot. Me and Sean are gonna play from the tips, and they're gonna play from the closest tees. I think we were wishing we got strokes along with the forward tee. Um, yeah, again, I'm curious if like Sean or Struggle Swing comes in here if they have predictions. But yeah, I'm in agreement with you, which is kind of the reason why one, I'm curious what you think it'll be, and two, if we think we need to do something like that. I mean, the whole point of the streams and like matches like this, obviously people have different skill levels and whatnot, but at the end of the day, I want, at least from my standpoint, I want the match, both teams to be ideally within like you're tied going into like 18 type of thing. Um, so whatever we have to do to make that happen, I feel like that'd be more interesting to watch and kind of build up some suspense for people watching and us playing if we're pretty close throughout the entire match and not one team either significantly up or significantly down, you know what I mean? Peak at the course seems to be lacking trees. There goes any possible advantage. I'm not even gonna play it. I did I don't even know when that was. That was probably like a month or two ago maybe. Struggle Swing initially just requested that I try it, so I think I played like I did a 3 to T, so I did like 1, 9, and 18. But that was the only time I've ever seen it, and honestly I don't remember anything from that course. Um, Feel free though if you guys want. I mean, you can. I don't know what Sean's gonna do, but I'm not gonna play it. Maybe that will even things up a little bit to where I'm going in blind. And feel free if you want. Play it 10 times for all I care. Jim and Dana, you love golf? Me too. Love and hate. Mostly love. Sometimes hate. We'd have to all agree upon it, but I'm not opposed to strokes along with the forward tees. Honestly, I'm pretty competitive if it becomes close. So ideally, I would like you guys to go up a good amount and then put us kind of behind the eight ball and force us to play good and hit good shots if I had to pick. How much is the putting green? It's in my, if you want to know the exact one, it's in the description of the video. I have the exact link to the exact one I got on Amazon. So honestly, I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you what it is now. It seems to, like most things on Amazon, they seem to fluctuate a bit on price. When I bought mine, there was a coupon on the listing that I used, but I don't know what it is now. But yeah, like I said, the exact one's in the description if you want to look at it. I feel like I probably got this thing around a year ago or so. So it wasn't like I got it a couple days ago and forgot what I paid. I managed even with the scramble with the other me. I think it would be 4 under. I bet it would be that or over. Time will tell. The problem is though, we're not doing a scramble though, right? Like I agree with you, but we're doing an alternate shot. So like it works both ways. Where if I hit a bad shot, Sean's gonna have to deal with it, and if he hits a bad shot, I have to deal with it. And same thing with you guys. So the scramble um, would maybe be a little more even, but that would take like it's gonna take forever. With the one thing about sim golf, it's quick if you're doing like one person, but from what I found when I've had like people over and even online matches, whatever you can play a course in, like not like speeding through it, that's one thing. But then you add other people and you just multiply it out. So I think even the alternate shot, it's probably gonna take us. I want to be surprised with 2.5 hours, maybe even more. I'm curious if the other guys come in, and then I'll tell you what I think the scores will be. I will say, I don't think either team is going to be even. I think there's a low likelihood of either team being even, but it's possible. Like you just got to figure what would if you played a full 18 from that course. Maybe you've already done it. If you played a full 18 from that course from the red tees, what would you shoot? And if Struggle Swing did that, what would he shoot? If I played a full 18 from the back tees, what would I shoot? And what would Sean shoot? And then you probably got to take off some other strokes because you're not like hitting your own shots and um, kind of working your way around the course. So I would add at least a couple for that. Our bad shots are way better than our good shots. We'll come down to trees. Yes and no. If we were playing the same tees for sure, but you guys could have, depending on how big the difference is with like the tee box, like you guys could have a not so great drive and we could have a pretty good drive and end up in the same spot. Um, it's all going to come down to you guys hitting a lot more like pitching wedge 9 irons, 8 irons type of shots. I would think into greens and whatnot, and then us hitting some more like mid and long irons and like 3 woods and hybrids from the tips. Well, I guess you're the only one in here, anyways. I just didn't want whatever I say to be tainted by. I was just curious if you guys had any thoughts. Um, so if they pop in, I'll ask them too. But personally, I think 18 holes from the tips. I think me and Sean will be anywhere from even to about 10 over. My prediction is we're going to be about 5 over. I just don't know. I think you guys could possibly be a little bit high, a little bit higher than that. But I could be wrong, and I hope I'm wrong. I don't know. I wasn't quite right with the when we did the worst ball. So, but the worst ball was from the forward tees, so we still hit some bad shots, and we didn't have colliders. I don't know. I'd be kind of surprised if we were in red numbers, to be honest. Because like even for me, if I'm playing that 18-hole course, I'd probably want to be. I know it's not like Sawgrass or Pebble Beach, but I would want to be by myself from the tips, like around even. Like I'd probably be pretty happy anywhere from like obviously 5 under would be great, but anywhere from like 5 under to like 5 over. If I was like going to do a live stream right now, I'd probably want to be around even. I'm not sure. Like I haven't watched Sean play enough as of late, or really at all. But like I haven't seen him play like obviously I know what I shoot, but like if he were to play that course 5 times in a row, like what would his average score be? I don't really know, and I don't know for you guys either. So I'm thinking depends on Sean finding the trees or not, but he could go anywhere from probably a couple under to like 15 over, I would think. So depends if he's hitting it good and he's hitting it straight. Obviously, I'm capable of having bad rounds too, which may happen. Um, so I could easily be 7 to 10 over myself. Yeah, the red teams as a scramble even. I come down to how bad everyone's bad shot will be and when they occur. Yeah, I mean, um, what would you think though? So I know you did it as a scramble with yourself when you were even, but it would be because we're doing the alternate shot, like the scramble part kind of gets taken out. What do you think you would have been if you just played straight up 18 holes playing your shot every time? What do you think? What do you think you would have shot from the red tees? But I agree with the bad shots. For both teams, it's going to be staying in play by any means necessary. So it's going to mean no tree balls off the tee, not finding any of the hazards. If you just keep yourself in play and then keep your partner in play, then obviously that's going to be the way to do it. Here's a thought. Maybe do it as a match instead of stroke play. Limit damage and blow up holes. So I was thinking about that too. I don't know how like I've never even done alternate shot before on GS Pro. I don't know how intricate you can get because I want to say like I don't know if you can do alternate shot as a team and match play. I'm not sure you can differentiate all of those. 4 or 5 over at a minimum, likely more. So maybe it's close. Maybe it'll be close then. Only 7 people watching. Sorry, I went to the gym last night when you were streaming. It's all good. If you want to call in Black Cloud, either say hi, say something funny, roast my Crocs. If you have anything lengthy you want to say instead of typing it, you can pop into the Discord channel. I'm in it right now, and basically it just acts as a like call-in phone call for like a radio show or whatever. First time doing it, so I want someone to at least just come in for like 10 seconds and say hi to see if it works. What do you think, Black Cloud? You watched most of me and Flying Fat Kid the other morning. You're gonna get off the bus any minute, maybe next time. Besides, if I call in, I won't shut up. Well, you just gotta keep it. The one caveat is you can't say anything crazy. But besides that, um, if anyone happens to join, and then like another person comes in and just wants to say hi, then if you've been in there a while, then just drop out. But I was gonna ask Black Cloud if you're listening still. You watched most of me and Flying Fat Kid the other morning. I think you were like the only one in there. Um, so it's going to be on Friday, this Friday night at like 7:38 p.m. We're doing an alternate shot. Me and Flying Fat Kid are going to play together, alternate shot from the tips versus Bogeyman Bill and Struggle Swing from the red tees. And I was asking Bill if he had any predictions of what he thinks the scores are going to be. I'm curious. You saw us play, and you've seen Bill play a couple times. I don't know if you watched the Struggle Swing golf one, but I'm looking for some early predictions. Ooh, who's this? Hey, what's up, Black Cloud? What's up, buddy?
Just getting ready to get my son off the bus.
Let me see. I just want to turn the audio on the stream for a second to see if we can hear it.
Hey, what's up, Black Cloud? You're a good guess. What's up, buddy?
I think it works. Basically, I have you on speakerphone going through the mic.
Yeah, I got my Bose wireless Bluetooth whatever headset. So I'm not connected to my phone. I spend all day pretty much wearing them because it floods out my kids' noise. Psychopaths. But yeah, that's what I'm using right now. Now, what were you saying about the Fly Kid setup? Is really nice.
It is sweet, right?
It's up there with
Ben?
setup.
Yeah.
I like how the camera followed him.
Yeah, I think that's the Ozbot, I think it's called.
Somebody else had that too. I was watching. I think another guy that you played.
Spike?
Yeah, I think he had that same setup where it was the camera would track him or wherever he went, the lens would follow.
So what do you think? You watched me and Flying Fat Kid play the other morning. You were like the only one in there. Me and him are doing an alternate shot with Boogeyman Bill and Struggle Swing. We're playing the tips, and they're playing the furthest up tees. What do you think the scores are going to be?
Well, if Bogeyman Bill has any more aces, you guys don't have, you guys don't stand a chance.
That's a good point.
Yeah. When are you guys doing this?
Friday night, like I think 7:30, 8 p.m.
I should be around, so I should be able to watch it live.
Yeah, we're gonna try to figure it out to where I think if we're at least me and Struggle Swing are gonna like simulcast stream it, and then we'll see about Flying Fat Kid, but reach the most amount of people.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah, it's snowing right now, so, and then my buddy texted me, he's like, hey, it's gonna be almost 60 degrees this weekend, you wanna go golf? And I was like, oh, you didn't learn the last time we went a couple weeks ago, it's gonna rain on us. I'm bad luck. Because I've been watching the weather app, I'm into the weather apps, and I watch 3 or 4 different apps, and it all says rain, and I'm like telling them, it's not gonna rain. I'm like, yeah, it will.
Bogeyman Bill says, what'd you say? He couldn't hear it. He said, if you get any more aces, then we're gonna be in trouble.
Yeah. Is anybody else trying to get on the conversation? I don't want to hold the spot up.
No, I don't think so. It sounds like you're in like a parking garage. What the heck are you doing?
No, I'm in my garage.
Oh.
I'm waiting for my kid's bus. It's in a minute. He'll be here. Plus, it's probably like my headset that I have on my speaker, like my headphones. Let me turn those off and see if that works better.
Just try it if you can. Try doing it. Just like hold it up to your ear like a regular phone call.
Is this better?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. It's the connection, the Bluetooth. Yeah. Yeah, I've just been working out the last couple of days, and I haven't swung a golf club in a couple of days.
Why not?
Because my garage is cold, and I put away my heater for the year. It's in the basement.
Oh.
But I saw this video on YouTube. This guy was explaining, if you want to purposely slice or play like a stronger fade in your backswing instead of like twisting your wrist, like flipping your wrist the one way, like toward or away from you. You should flip them towards you slightly to open up the face more. And I'm like, I've never done that. So that's the problem with YouTube. I watch all these stupid videos and then I'm like, let me try that. That's like Tiger Woods said. Like the guy asked him, like, what should people do? And don't fucking watch YouTube. Pardon my language. Oh shoot, I forgot I'm on your stream.
Family friendly.
That's what Tiger said. He's like, don't watch YouTube. And I'm like, how can you not?
I don't know. I watch that stuff and I try to differentiate between what I think will work well and like what in my head sounds like, all right, that makes sense. I can do it. There's a lot of stuff out there that is good and maybe not. To me, it sounds like your wrists. To me, it sounds like they're telling you they want your hands a little more outside with a closed takeaway. Because a lot of people at the beginning, they flip their wrist back and then that makes them have a wide open club face at impact.
Yeah. I'm at a good place though, like solid contact. It's just that first round a couple of weeks ago, I just was getting used to hitting off of real turf again, so that was like my only downfall. And then the chipping, that was like that killed me. I mean, like I'm like less than 20 yards away chipping, and then my club would stick in the ground because it was still a little soggy, but still no excuse. My short game, it needs a lot of work because I don't really work on that on the sim. And I'm probably like my lowest shot that I hit is like 50 yards, 50 to 100. I stay like. And maybe I should work on it. It's just hard to work on it in sim. Like, yeah, you can set your yardage to whatever you want, like short wise, but I don't feel it translates over to real life, if that makes sense. It's kind of like sim putting. I just don't do it because to me it doesn't resonate with anything in real life.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely agree. Like, tee shots and like all your iron shots, those translate over. Wedges not so much and putting not so much. But if you look at it similar to this, like what I'm doing in here, if you just get it to the point where you're working on technique and be as robotic as possible, like that's going to translate over. And then obviously you got to deal with like different lies and whatnot on course. But
yeah, I guess you're saying like muscle memory.
yeah, I don't think it ever hurts. You do things more often. You're just gonna get better way around it.
Yeah. My son's bus is down the street. I'm gonna hop off here and then I'll stay. I'll still watch the stream. I don't know how long you're gonna stream for, but I'll stay in the chat.
All right, boss. I appreciate you coming on. I'm curious to watch this back. I have like the phone up to my ear to see if I can hear it, but appreciate you hopping on.
I appreciate you having me. Shout out to everyone in chat. Bogeyman Bill, CD, whoever else is in there, all the members. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe to this man. He deserves it. He's a good kid. A short guy. Got to shout out the short kings. I'm a tall guy, but, much taller than Eric or Hosel is. Sorry.
All right. See you, buddy.
Bus is here, so, all right. I'll talk to you later. Bye.
That was cool. I know that I don't have a better way to do it when I'm not on my computer. When I'm on my computer, it'll sound a lot better because it'll be similar to the other live streams where it's going right through my computer. When I'm doing it here on the phone, I basically just had him on speakerphone and I held the phone up to the mic. At first, you said the volume was low, so I moved it a little bit closer. Hopefully, you can at least hear him a little bit. Obviously, it's not like high quality audio, but for someone just to like pop in like that and say hi real quick, um, if I'm in the garage, I'll be able to keep doing what I'm doing and have an earbud in so I can hear them. But that was cool. Appreciate Black Cloud testing that out. Switch to your phone last minute. It's all good. I mean, I had you on speakerphone anyway, so it is what it is. But I was just saying, in the future, like if I'm in the garage hitting balls and I have my laptop out, the audio will be going right through my computer, so it'll sound better. What's up, brother? First time here. Don't know how your game is, but I believe we get there. Proud of you, brother. Appreciate it. That's nice. My game's all right. Could be better. Could be worse. towards the end of that, Bill, I'm gonna watch it back after, but towards the end of that, could you at least kind of hear what Black Cloud was saying when I had the phone closer and he switched over to his phone? The only problem with that is when someone calls in when I'm doing these putting streams, I basically have to stop putting so I can hold the phone up next to my ear with one hand. Somewhat, but I turned the volume up on my end, made me real loud. Yeah, kind of figured it probably wouldn't be ideal, but at least you could like kind of hear them. Like I said, if I'm like either tomorrow or Friday, it'll be the live stream. But maybe if like I test it in the garage tomorrow, I'll have an earbud in, and the audio from whatever they sound like on their end will be going right through um, the computer, and it'll be like regular volume and sound better. But like Discord like that is pretty cool to where like you can basically just like call someone. So like people in other countries, like different countries use it. Like you can just join that thing and call and like hold the phone up to your ear like you would for a regular phone call, which is cool. And then I set up those rooms so any of you guys want to like get together, whether I'm involved or not, you could like join that room. So say like Bogeyman Bill wanted to play with Black Cloud if he had GS Pro, you guys could just hop into one of those rooms and then be able to talk to each other and share your video if you want. So they're like mini phone call, conference, like Zoom call rooms. And you can either have like 2 people or you could have like 100 people if you wanted. Phone died? You're going through it over there. One thing I will say about Friday is the audio is going to get jumbled up a bunch of times with like 4 people possibly trying to say something at the same time. I try to be better at that and try to be conscious about it when I'm have people on, but even I'm not that great at it to where like they're saying something either like funny or whatever and I laugh, or like they're saying something and I agree, and as soon as I say like yup or like I agree, it like cuts off what like both of the voices get like jumbled together. Like we can hear it on our end, but on the other end it sounds like no one can hear anything when like 2 or more people are talking. Like, I'd like to connect with you at some point or Friday. Want to iron out my hiccups if I have any with the iPad. Sounds good. We can test it. I was trying to troubleshoot and help out Struggle Swing earlier. I don't know if you saw any of that, but all we basically did this where I went in the general one, but this thing's the same. We just went into the general, and that works the same as if you were doing like when me and you did like a individual video call. This works the same thing to where we'll all just join the room, um, and you all just enable like your headset and your video, so we can do like 4 people in the same room. Figure I try to keep the phone free in case I get a call. Not a bad idea. I think the only thing you'll have to do, Bill, assuming you either know or already have, you just basically you need to get Discord download it on your iPad and sign in, and then all you have to do is just either unpair your headset from your phone or turn the Bluetooth off, and then just pair your headset to your iPad, and it'll be the same thing as long as you can like set up your iPad behind you, similar to you were doing with your phone, and everything should look well. I guess maybe not because you have an Android, you said, but you get the idea. Basically, it'll work the same from your phone and the iPad. It'll look a little bit different because of Android and Apple, but basically the Discord functionality will be the same. Here's something funny about Discord and SGT. One day I was on the Discord page, clicked on the live video, Sim Golfers went in there. My phone wasn't muted, and I coughed really loud during someone's backswing. They weren't happy. Yeah, that's funny. So, that's funny you say that. I've seen that before, and if you guys remember, when I was doing one of them with Spike, someone actually popped in. That's why I made a private room, because if someone random pops in like that, one, if they say anything crazy, you can hear them. But two, um, because we're going to be sharing our videos on Friday, as soon as one other person comes in, instead of having like the way that 4 videos would be on the screen, it adds the fifth, so everything gets jumbled and everything gets moved around. So that's why I'm doing uh, that private server voice channel, GS Pro Private or whatever I called. So only us four will be able to join it. Got another pair of earbuds coming to pair with the iPad. Safe from switching back and forth on devices. Not a bad idea. I mean, they're cheap enough. What I did, Bill, is I just put. I kind of did the same thing as you. I have 2 pairs of those same exact headphones, and all I did was just put like a piece of tape on the bottom, and I know like, all right, the piece of tape is the one that goes to my computer, and then I have another set that goes to my phone, just to keep them straight. I didn't know anything about it at the time. They were yelling at me, saying mute my mic. I said sorry, I knew this. I felt awful. Laughed about it after. That's funny. I think some of those that must have been probably like a relatively important either like tournament round or like money match or something, because that's how they watch for some people. They have you either do the Discord or like record yourself while you're playing to make sure no one's cheating. So you probably stumbled into like a pretty important important match and started coughing. You don't have to do that though for regular SGT. It's only like the really prestigious like tournament finals, playoffs type of round, or I believe anything that they do, obviously with like money involved, then you have to kind of document and show proof that you're not using a swing stick or whatever you're doing. At least that's what I understand. I've never done anything like that. Birdie Badger, that's a good name. What balls am I using? They're all just mixed. There's like I think 2 Pro V1s, a Pro V1X, like a Velocity. They're all just random. In the simulator, though, I use TP5 Pix balls. I think soon to be TP5X Pix balls. I would suggest though, Black Cloud, if you're still in here, as far as the wedges go, um, definitely that muscle memory. So it's boring to do, but if you can do it, just hit wedges for like an hour straight. Just hit like anywhere from 5 yard shots to like 20 yard shots, and just it's boring to do. I don't love doing it myself, but same thing as like free throws, anything else like that. It's impossible to get worse at shooting free throws in basketball if you shoot a ton of free throws. Um, even if you're shooting like outside, and then you're saying, well, maybe outside doesn't equate over to like the gym quite as good. Um, Kind of trying to make the analogy between sim and real life, but I'm a believer that you want to get better at something no matter what it is. If you just do it more with that muscle memory and become robotic with it, it's only going to help. Shorter yardages. Do his target training in 40 yards, how to hit it on the sim. I don't know if he has the same as on course. I think I'm going to give up on the FedEx washer parts. Fire up the sim. Um, yeah, I don't know. It could be part of it too, Black Cloud. It could be, which you probably don't want to hear, but it could be just the Skytrack too. The one thing, like the square feels so good. I think part of why it feels so good with those short little wedge shots is because of the response time. Like as soon as you hit it, you see it, and it feels like similar to on course, at least with the square. Like if you were to throw something underhand, the way like that's how they say you should hit wedge shots, like delicate ones. If you were to throw the ball underhand, that's kind of how you would hit it. The square does a really good job of reflecting how it feels when you hit a shot like that. Um, it could be part of the sky track. And again, I'm not saying like that doesn't equate over the same as like I think driver does really well, and I think iron shots do really well. And then I would say wedges are probably like, I don't know, 50%, 75%, and then putting probably a little bit less. But I still don't think it hurts. Yeah, you'll have to adjust back and forth, but like Skytrack is accurate enough. It's not an accuracy problem. It's just you got to get to the point where you can hit like 10 yard shots in a row within like a yard or two. You know what I mean? As do I. How long I've been live for? 50 minutes. I wasn't planning on going super long. This is what I'm saying with these live streams. These things are crapshoots. Sometimes you get a bunch of people, sometimes you get none. Just like that, we go from like 6 people to 16 out of nowhere. Boogeyman Bill, do you have the like the iPad and the headset, or you said you are you waiting on the other headset or what? Got another pair of earbuds coming, so those not here. I was gonna say we could try it. Like I don't have to be like in the simulator, kind of what I did with Struggle Swing. I just basically joined the call from my phone. But as long as I can see you and hear you from the iPad, that's all that really matters. We can do that in like half an hour if you want. Be there tomorrow. I was gonna play live until I saw you on. Yesterday was a bummer. Shot 300, 600, 10 under. Was alone. It's pretty good. You do that solo scramble though, right? You got to get over there, Spike. You got to get shooting those scores straight up. Those are good scores though. Skytrack's pretty accurate. Short range since the update. Just a mental thing for me on course hitting short shots. I don't keep my downswing to speed because I tell myself too much. Yeah, that's one thing with, I mean, so that's again kind of like fundamental. I hear you with that. The average amateur, what they do is they take it back too quick and they go, oh no, that's way too hard. And then they decelerate through the ball because they say, wow, if I actually hit it like this, it's going to be way too much. You want to try to, the best that you can. You want to accelerate through the ball. So you want to take it back less far, but you want to have your speed either steady, which is tough to do, or ideally you want to be increasing speed throughout those little wedge shots because you start decelerating and that's when you come into chunks, thins, all kinds of stuff. You want to try the best that you can to either keep your speed at least constant or feel like you're accelerating through. Kind of like, I mean, I kind of chip similar for those delicate ones. I almost feel like it's a strong putt. So, like, you want to keep things pretty steady. I keep my weight all the way forward. I don't even shift my weight. And you want to feel like you're chipping similar to if you were hitting like a 50, 60, 100 like foot putt, if that makes sense. So, like, a lot of shoulders. I kind of lock out my arms and my wrists. That's what I found works best. You start doing the deceleration kills you, but then you start getting trying to get too handsy and feely, and it just incorporates so many more moving parts. Follow through on the chip shots, one thing that helped you with the sim. Only played once after setting up outside the sim. You could tell a difference. Yeah, he doesn't have to chip anywhere. He's getting all the aces. It's a good point. I'll have to do some kind of special prize if Bogeyman Bill happens to get a hole in one. Um, no funnel holes though. No funnel holes at this course, I don't think. People say that I've watched a bunch of different stuff, like you were saying, Black Cloud, but they say it's the same thing with putting. You actually want to feel the best putters. They actually like come back and they accelerate through and actually hit the ball. Versus you see some people. I mean, putting's kind of personal, so is wedges and like chip shots. But you see some people that they putt like this, where they come back and then they come back super fast and then they follow through super slow. And again, you're decelerating for whatever reason. You just can't control it as well to when you're either keeping the same speed or slightly accelerating. Play a scramble. Yeah, I'm down to play a scramble, but I'm not playing today. I don't know about tomorrow and Friday. I'm playing, so it'd have to be probably if we do it Saturday or after. It's a good problem to have, but I'm getting to the point where a bunch of different people want to play, which is fun. But I still got to kind of figure out a schedule somewhat for myself too, so I'm not just doing stuff every single day. You can carry me. Spike, can we get you on like an actual course? Can we play like the white tees for like an actual course? Or you can't hit driver at all? Or at least like hybrid or three wood? Like we could play like the reds or yellows on an actual course and see how we do. I just feel like sometimes the par threes, they're fun, but they get a little bit monotonous hitting like the same like 2 clubs, 3 clubs every single time. Especially if we end up doing like 2 courses versus a course that's a bit longer. You get a little more variance in there. Poor Black Cloud's got more snow up there. That sucks. I think I'm done with snow. Hasn't I don't think last time it snowed was probably 3 weeks ago or so. We haven't had anything since, and I don't think we're gonna get anything. Makes you want to hit some shots in the garage. Too bad it's freezing out and snowing. Well, welcome to my world in that uninsulated garage. You can still do it. Just bundle up. Get your flannel on. Go hit some shots. Yeah, snow sucks. It is fun. I know some people, I'm not quite there. Some people, like I was talking to my neighbor the other day, and she was saying how she loves the 4 seasons, which there is something to it, and I always look forward to when I was saying like a couple months ago, like the first like probably 1, 2, or 3 times it snows. It's kind of fun for something different, like oh, it's snowing again. But then once you get past that, you're just like, all right, I'm done shoveling. I want to do stuff outside. It's too cold. Oh, wanted a game by the title? No, I was just testing out the basically if you join the my Discord, I'm in a server to where I was just thinking if people want to come in and like say hi real quick or like say something funny. Black Cloud came in before, or if like when I'm hitting shots and C Drum's trying to give me like a pointer and like explain something, probably be easier if he could just hop in and do like a 2 minute phone call and try to explain something versus typing it all out. Um, so I don't know if I'll stick with it or not. I just had the idea last night, so I thought it'd be cool to test out. You're the one that showed me the way how to sim golf in the garage? What do you mean by that? Saying that you were doing it first? Your back does not agree? You're getting 8 inches of snow tomorrow? Jeez. At what point in the extended forecast are you both of you guys not getting snow anymore? Like you gotta be getting close. I know we've had wacky seasons where you get snow early and you get snow late, but I would imagine by May, hopefully you guys aren't getting snow. So maybe at the most you have like 1 more month. Trapped in the house for 6 months out of the year. North Carolina doesn't get too cold. You can be outside year round. Keep it under 160. That gets me through all my bag. Over 160 is just swing and pray. I hear you, but um, I mean, what do you think I'm doing on the tee boxes? I try to do more swinging and less praying, but just because we're playing like the red tees and we have like a 240-yard par four or whatever, still pretty short. Like I'm still hoping to keep it in play too. It's like I guess what I was asking is as long as you're not going to hurt yourself, like we'll probably end up using a lot of my longer shots if I keep it in play. But it'll at least make it interesting to where like I put one in the woods and then you put one down the middle, even if it only goes 160, like we're still in good shape and then we're going from there type of thing. Snow until late April. May 1st, usually opening day. You have the AC on? I will say it was nice. It was like I think like 55 degrees yesterday in the garage or something like that, and I was out there in a short sleeve shirt. It was kind of borderline. Honestly, I probably could have used a sweatshirt. I said that a couple times, but I think we're nearing the point where once it gets definitely like 60, 65 plus in the garage, um, definitely be a lot more tolerable and like I don't have to bundle up. Spike, I think it would be fun to try. Me and you do a regular 18-hole scramble. Obviously, we're not going to do the tips, but if we played like the whites, the yellows, even the reds, like me and Sean played the reds the other day because we were doing that worst ball scramble. Um, I think if me and you just did a regular scramble from like one of the closer tees to where we're hitting drivers and stuff, I think it'd be fun. And if I play halfway decent, hopefully we're taking most of my tee shots and then we just go from there. Because you got to think, even I don't even hit it that far, but I get people where they hit it different distances off the tee. But even like a 300-yard par four, you can hit 7-iron 2 or 3 times and still get there. Like just because you're not hitting it 250 off the tee doesn't mean you can't play courses that are a little bit longer. Like I said, as long as you're not hurting yourself doing so. But that just comes down to you not swinging too hard. Like me and you could more than manage our way around doing a scramble from like the white tees. Even if you're just hitting like smooth hybrids off the tee, just put us in play. Like that's all you need with a scramble. You have the desire. You have to fight the desire to overswing. Yeah, well, join the club, but we all have that, so that's manageable though. Like you can do that. You just gotta tell yourself, all right, I'm gonna hit a smooth. I'm gonna hit. Pretend that this is a 160-yard hole and just hit a smooth hybrid and not try to blast it as far as you possibly can. As much as I like to do that, obviously you need to gear down a little bit to be able to control it. But if you just looked at every tee shot as like, all right, I'm just gonna hit a smooth hybrid. I'm hoping like today off and tomorrow off will get me in good shape for Friday, and hopefully I pick up where I left off on Sunday, where I was throwing some darts. I think Sunday, I didn't hit driver very good with Sean, but I hit it better after on that TikTok live. But I think Sunday was probably my best like ball striking day, especially with irons. Wedges were good too, but just like ball striking in general, besides driver, I think Sunday was probably my best day that I've had in probably about 2 or 3 years that I can think of. Like the last time I was striking it that well for like that like an entire round. Yet like Sunday was like pretty much 2 rounds for like 36 holes. The last time I did that was like 2 or 3 years ago when I played in my basketball league like tournament for golf, and we ended up coming in. We should have came in second, but one of the teams definitely cheated. We came in third, but I was like, I just couldn't miss, and I didn't hit like perfect shots on Sunday, but I was pretty dialed in, especially that TikTok live stream, which you guys didn't see. But I was throwing some darts, and I hit my best ball speed with driver as well. Later off the tee off, hit him straight. I just need to figure out how to get to the point where I have those days a lot more consistently, not every like 2 to 3 years where I'm striking things well. I think though Friday will help because I'll be like anticipating it and looking forward to it and like wanting to play well. I think adrenaline plays a part in it. If like you're hitting it good and like you kind of have like that, like you're amped up a little bit. Like sometimes you get that when you're on course. If you're like playing with like a random person, you kind of want to like hit it well. Or like you're playing with someone that you're looking forward to, you kind of get a little more amped up and excited. Sometimes with like the regular just sim golf, which you guys can probably relate to, it's just like some of it kind of gets bland to where like yeah I'm gonna hit balls, but it's not like you're super excited and like I guess for a lack of better term trying to like either impress someone or like play well in front of someone else kind of thing. And even me with like the live streams, it's kind of gotten to the point where it needs to be like one of these matches or type of things where I'm looking forward to and you kind of get a little more adrenaline going. I seem to hit it a bit better. I will tell you though right now, Boogeyman Bill, me and Sean are gonna have at least a couple birdie dances. At least a couple. I don't know how often they'll be. I don't know how many there'll be. But I think we'll be good for at least 2 or 3 birdies, I would think. I've been having bad luck with Amazon lately. You guys been having any issues? I'm thinking hopefully Boogeyman Bill, your headset actually gets delivered. I ordered something like 4 or 5 days ago, and it was supposed to be delivered. Originally, it was supposed to be Sunday, and then it got pushed back to Monday, and now it says like still hasn't shipped. We'll like notify you when it does. And I ordered I plug my phone into the TV and I do like a workout program that's on my phone so I can see it on the TV. And I ordered a couple of cheap HDMI to like iPhone cables, and I was gonna give one to my parents, so I ended up ordering three, and they sent me three like completely different looking cables. Like I don't know what the deal is with Amazon lately. She gets crap all the time, single-handedly keeping him in business. I order some stuff too. Like Amazon's great. And then like even a couple months ago, I tried ordering a one of those heated vests where you plug in like the external battery pack and it has like the heaters on the front and the back. There was a cheap one. I think it was like I don't know, $13 or whatever it was on Amazon. So I was like, yeah, I'll just try it, see if it fits, and see if it works. And I order it. They sent it to me, and it was one of those used dog hammocks that you put in the back of your car to have like cover up your seats. Like I was supposed to get a heated vest, and they sent me a used dog hammock. And I contacted them. I was like, all right, you guys sent the wrong stuff. And they're like, all right, yeah, just send it back. I send it back, and then like 3 times after that, they were like, yeah, we never got it back because they're expecting a vest, but I never got the vest. So they kept trying to charge me because I didn't send back the thing that I never got in the first place. I don't know. Overall, Amazon's pretty good, but sometimes it seems like those mishaps are happening somewhat more frequently as of late. Watch TGL? I actually did. The only reason I did, that was the first time I've watched probably since like week 3. The only reason why I watched is because I got an ESPN notification saying that it was the finals, so I watched like half of it. Um, so yeah, funny you asked that. Maybe you got the same ESPN notification on your phone. That was the only way. Like I didn't know it was even happening. I was like, yeah, whatever. There's nothing else on. I'll put it on. Um, so kind of. I actually like watching. It's mostly on Tuesday nights. I almost sent it in the Discord, but it's Barstool. They have a separate channel. They have a bunch of different channels, but Barstool After Dark. It used to be Jersey Jerry, but now it's Tate. And every Tuesday night they do like a crazy challenge. Last night it was blind and deaf trying to build IKEA furniture with 2 people. They're pretty fun most of the time. Sometimes they do like eating challenges or like they gotta like make free throws and drink beer or something. Haven't had any issues. You got in the same order twice a couple times. That's nice. Hopefully it was something expensive and you could keep it, unless they charged you. You're at the gym and you got the notification. You didn't watch it. It was all right. It seemed a little bit more competitive, only because it was the finals. Um, yeah, I don't know. I'm definitely not a huge fan. Definitely more so looking forward to when do the games start again tomorrow for the Sweet 16. For quitting the hole in one challenge on the sim. He said to do all the hate online. And he read from the comments. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I don't know a ton about him, but I guess he's like um, in recovery. So I think I saw something about when he was like leaving, how that stuff got to him, and he didn't want to compromise that. I guess, which I can understand. But yeah, it was I don't know. He's done that a couple times, right? And like his hands were all torn up. If nothing else, they're fun to watch. Sent the extra one back one time, refused delivery the other time. Huh. Thursday starts at 7:09. Yeah, I looked. I had ESPN on in the background earlier. It was, I think the guy's name's like Patrick Queen or something. It was Colorado State versus whatever his team was, and he banked it off the glass. He's a freshman. He told his coach to give him the bleeping ball, and he made the game winner. It was pretty sweet. I was watching that live. Hands are all torn up because he didn't wear the doesn't hold the club properly. I mean, it's definitely part of it, but even my hands, like my hands right now, I have like 4 blisters on my left hand just because I hit so much. Even if you hold it halfway decent, at a certain point, you hit hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of shots, especially in a short amount of time like he was doing. Your hands do get torn up. Like my hands were pretty beat up that time I was doing the Bryson hole in one challenge where I hit shots for like 4 hours straight. You do get blisters and calluses and stuff. Haven't yet even had holes in a pair of gloves. 4 years worth of gloves, really? One was my hitting net. They said they lost a shipment. And they sent me a second one. Lost one showed up the day after the replacement arrived. Never had any blisters. You didn't need 2 hitting nets anyways. No, but sometimes you could, if they don't know that they sent it to you, you could get a free net out of it. But all right, I think I'm gonna hop off of here. Um, we'll see if I resist the urge to hit balls tomorrow and actually rest like I should. Um, but if nothing else, Friday night, 7:30, 8 p.m., whenever it will be. I'll schedule the stream. And I have videos that I've recorded over the past few days that I can do. So that's it for me. Appreciate Black Cloud you stopping in. I know it didn't work great. I'm gonna watch it back. It's not as good here having you on speakerphone, but like I said, if I'm doing like speed training or hitting balls in the garage or just like playing an 18 and someone wants to like pop in real quick and say something, I think it would be kind of cool if I just kind of leave that up and let people kind of, I guess, like I said, call in, so to speak, or whatever. But hands are calloused from working out. I don't wear gym gloves at all. Plus farming as a kid. Did a number on your hands. Sounds like you got tough hands. Yeah, I don't wear gloves or anything working out either, but I use those power blocks and they have the rubber, like the rubberized grip on the handles, which are kind of nice. Um, but all right, I'm out of here. Appreciate you guys watching. Shout out to the members. Catch you on the next one.